On this module, I'm going to talk about getting rid of pain. Low vibrational negative energy leads to pain. Our natural inclination is to approach pain and energy blocks from a mental level. We're naturally inclined to analyze and think our way out of a problem. Now, is this always the best solution? Perhaps not. Very smart people often fall trapped to this because they think that they can outsmart negative energy and the problems they're facing. At times, mental energy is sufficient to deal with a problem, and at times it's not sufficient. A paradigm of different energies, such as scientific, spiritual, and one's own will, can be a better and more effective approach when having an urgent crisis. A crisis hits us from an unexpected level, often being the black swans that we were completely unprepared for. Again, thinking out and outwitting energy blocks can work, but what if instead you had a variety of tools from which you could effectively pick from to counter-attack any pain? What if, no matter how painful a new situation was, you zoomed out and decided to approach a solution from a multitude of levels? That is what law of duality aims to provide, not just on a spiritual basis or analytical one, or not even just on an energy basis, but through various levels from which you can take action, and various levels that we try to merge into being in sync, so that they march in unison towards a solution and our personal ascension. Having the ability to foresee solutions and the way to spark and run those processes will afford us not to know exactly what problems, crises, or situations we will face, or what it is that will bring us pain. It's okay not to know what's coming up next as long as we have the right energy within us. Working on your energy of duality will give you a sense that regardless of what happens, we are developing and constantly practicing our ways to ascend. Moving forward in your journey with a sense of good energy, determination, and just as importantly, a sense of congruence and confidence that will by itself create new pathways for you. We become what we focus on. Problems, pain, and crisis can be thrown at us, yet if we're congruent with our energy, issues will not define us. We have the ability and energy to define issues and move on. Congruence and knowing that we will be all right will give us even more energy to heal and be productive in our daily lives. And this is how you truly manifest your destiny, by not allowing life, a crisis, or pain to define who you are, but rather, we are the ones that define our energy, and we optimize the way we connect with our higher power, the universe, others, and ourselves. If you speak about self-fulfilling prophecies, you will see that they all originate within the inner energy of the spirit. The energy we're able to dream and visualize can very well become real. Even scientists have acknowledged the phenomena of self-fulfilling prophecies, even though they're often dumbfounded on how self-fulfilling prophecies work or operate. And I'm not saying I know how self-fulfilling prophecies work or operate. What I'm saying is that give yourself the best chance possible to open up to new opportunities, open up to new ways to heal. Give yourself a broader picture of what is possible, and don't be afraid to dream big. Those dreams are not only about materialistic things, but the energy that those dreams bring. Whether it is a dream of a big, beautiful, humble house, or a significant other, or being healthy, or living a life with more adventures or peace. The energy that those images represent is in part energy that heals and brings about a sense of purpose and enjoyment. Discover your sense of purpose and allow pain to drift away from you. We are in an ongoing journey of discovery, and we will face many different energies, from heavenly ones and all the way across to dark energies, and it's okay. We should be okay with that. Our true destiny is one of transformation within a higher ascension. Regardless of what happens, we will get there. Ask yourself often, am I emanating higher vibrations with my actions and demeanor? Again, the question is, am I emanating higher vibrations with my actions and demeanor? Even if we feel higher vibrational energy within, do we emanate it and allow it to show? Other questions you can ask yourself are, what triggers higher vibrational energy within me? Again, the question is, what triggers higher vibrational energy within me? How can I elevate my higher vibrations and will them to stay afloat? Again, the question is, how can I elevate my higher vibrations and will them to stay afloat? And we can also ask, what triggers my frequency of low vibrations? What triggers my frequency of low vibrations? What triggers my low vibrational pain? What triggers my low vibrational pain? The next question is, what can I do to endure pain and surpass it? What can I do to endure pain and surpass it? How may I heal from this pain? Again, the question is, how may I heal from this pain? These questions will give you clarity and a sense of focus towards what direction you can flow with your energy. Low vibrational energy originates from within our character, our ego self. Our higher self lives in a state of serenity and peace. Our higher self can be channeled to relinquish personal pain, and in order to do so, we should avoid resisting pain and instead rise above it. Just like going through an energy ascension point, when we fight and resist pain points, this makes our negative energy reloop and magnify. We end up getting more of the same energy that we continue to reloop. We might not realize that we're approaching the problem from a mental, ego self base level. So the question now is, how can your higher self intervene in moments of pain? Again, how can your higher self intervene in moments of pain? Allow your higher self to bring upon a greater sense of awareness so that you can move above and beyond pain and its many traps that it brings. If we leave things up to chance or think that traps are not hidden in our path, we might just get trapped again with the perception that we were not aware that the traps or black swans would be there. There are many energy traps and pain points along our journey. If you work towards avoiding them before they occur, you will have a much better chance at dealing with them. We can simply make that energy shift to allow our higher self to lead the way and for us to feel a sense of graciousness and harmony of all the natural energies that our higher self brings. And there is a unique but powerful technique that you can do when you're dealing with pain. Talk to that pain directly and ask that pain to drift away from you. This might seem a little surreal, but it's a powerful energy technique that if you don't give up on it, it can very well work. You can talk to the pain you're facing and say, "Thank you for existing and bringing to my attention something that I needed to address. Now that you've served your purpose, I'm asking and allowing you to flow away into another realm. You have served your purpose." And sometimes something as simple as this, but doing it with the right intent, the right purpose, can really go a long way. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just develop something that you feel comfortable with, something that is meaningful to you, and put it out into the universe and see what new energies you're able to not only let go, but what new energies you're able to connect with. And by you saying something along these lines, it's an acknowledgement of this pain as energy form, and an acknowledgement that you have a deeper purpose. That deeper purpose knows what good energies it needs to connect with and what energies it needs to ask to leave in order to continue on its journey. Sometimes little energy shifts and actions, such as this one, can have a greater calming and harmonious effect. This in turn will magnify our good energies while diminishing our dark energies and energy blocks. Instead of fighting this pain and giving it more power to grow, you can also simply ask yourself, how can I work with you, pain, so that you can be on your way and I can continue on my journey? Again, the question is, how can I work with you, pain, so that you can be on your way and I can continue on my journey? When you channel the right questions and when you channel the answers it gives, you are moving onward towards your ascension point. And I would add that we need to gain as much clarity as we can, and we need to let go of the many layers that hold us back, the many layers that anchors us. That way, the more focused, relaxed, and motivated we are, the better we will do once we come across the ascension point. The pain of the ascension point can either make or break you. Can you visualize the different pain points thrown at you and how you can best move beyond them? Again, the question is, can you visualize the different pain points thrown at you and how you can best move beyond them? When you feel pain, that's the time to thrive and move forward. The more you take forward action while being in sync with your energy of duality, the more unshackled you will be by these pain points. And I mention pain points because if it's a big, sizable pain, you can break it down into chunks, so it's easier to deal with. See pain as energy blocks, which you can break down as much as possible. Breaking energy blocks to smaller, little, sizable blocks will make it easier to deal with them. And know from the basis of your ego self character and from the basis of your higher self, know from both sides of your duality to get through the pain, move towards the peak, and then ascend with your craft. This pain was meant to be here for you to ascend. When pain appears, welcome it, acknowledge it, and then ascend. When you acknowledge the pain and you welcome it without fear, your energy is ready to begin ascending. Ascend and create that ultimate transformation you always desired. It's part of the process. Personally, I have to keep reminding myself to find ways to get out of my head and lead with my higher self. And I have to remind myself that pain is an integral part of my evolution. It's part of my ascension that will lead to my transformation. Pain and energy blocks are simply the transgression that builds up before we ascend. Therefore, welcome it. Be at ease and be focused. When you go against the wind, the wind is trying to push you away. Keep steadily marching forward. Crawl if you have to. Walk if you have to. Run if you have to. Gain any ground possible. Pain can be a crisis, and a crisis can be like a war. Are you going to have a good strategy and set out to win as many battles within that war as you possibly can? Will you be able to bring peace and harmony to troubled times? Your higher self will do so because he can. If you allow your higher self to bring forth peace and harmony, you have powerful techniques and insights at your disposal. And if you're alive like you are, that means you still have the miracle of your personal energy. Continue to read the signs that life gives you. There are many parallels between the signs that life gives you and natural laws within our universe. Observe what the universe is trying to tell you. There is a rhyme and reason for the many things we don't fully comprehend and for things we might never fully comprehend. And I know that I don't have all the answers, but just with the little intuition that I have, the little energy work that I'm able to put forward, I know that that's enough to create that tipping point in order to create ascension, in order to add to the higher vibrational energy of the universe. And you could call it magic, foresight, or simply beliefs, but each of us engender a certain energy that truly echoes and vibrates within our universe. Will you send out higher vibrations into the universe that will reflect back upon you? And the question again is, will you send out higher vibrations into the universe that will reflect back upon you? Find out not just the ways, but the reasons why you should do so. You might be pleasantly surprised at just how blessed we are with our energy that we engender, energy that heals and allow us to ascend and continue to bring your destiny into clarity and focus. After all, it's all energy that already exists within our universe.